Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, and first of all, Happy New Year to all of you guys. I'm actually filming this on New Year's Eve, so if it is any background noise, it is probably the fireworks. And so sorry for that in advance. Today we are going to talk about my wish list for 2023. I do this as an annual video. I do it for myself because then I know what I really want, but also for you guys to see what I'm looking for this year and hopefully I'm getting. But I don't think I'm going to get all of these items. As the previous years, I have gotten a few of them, and often my wish list changes throughout the year. This year I have a good feeling that I have a good wish list. I see that every year, but this year I feel that it is something special that I really want and that I think I would not regret through the end of the year. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Marlene and I do videos and vlogs about luxury fashion, handbags and shoes. So if that's something you like, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So with that said, we are going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So number 10 on my wish list is something from Hermès, and it is something that I have had on my wish list from before, and it is a Birkin 30 in black with gold hardware in togo leather and in retourné. The reason why I want a Birkin in black is because it has been my dream for the longest time. Even though I have two Birkins already, so I'm very blessed. I have one in beton and I also have one in gold. But my ultimate everyday Birkin is black because then I can wear it most of the time, because I find black to be easier to style, even though I wear my beton and my gold Birkin very often. But my ultimate and my dream since I was into luxury was a Birkin 30 in black, and I have actually gotten a black Birkin offered to me twice, and the reason why I said no is because it was in Epsom leather in retourné. My ultimate dream is a togo leather Birkin. I prefer togo leather on Birkins. If they have Epsom leather, I prefer them to be in the Cellier, and I have actually heard that they are going to discontinue Epsom Cellier Birkins. I said no to it because I felt that this wasn't the right one for me, but I'm on a hunt for a Birkin 30 in black with togo leather, and also it's very important that it is in gold hardware because I prefer gold hardware. I would have said no to it if it was with palladium hardware, so I'm very picky about that. And that's the reason why I haven't gotten a black Birkin already. But it is on my list, but it is not on top of my list because I have two already, and I feel that for it to be worth it, it is going to be the specific one that I really want and not something similar. So therefore I have it on the bottom of my list, and especially because all my Birkins are in the 30 size, so the situation I'm going to use a Birkin is going to be the same. So now I have two already and I feel that the third one isn't that important, but it is something that I would want to have in my collection at a certain point. But yeah, that was number 10 on my wish list. And number 9 on my wish list is a vintage Kelly in 28 in box leather with gold hardware in black. The reason why I want a vintage Kelly is because I really like the idea of the Kelly have lived its life before it got to me, and I also really like the box leather. And as you have heard many times before, I prefer bags that have a strap that I can use on my shoulder, crossbody, and also carry it in my hand, because when I'm shopping I really like to be hands-free, or have the possibility to be hands-free, but at the same time I prefer the top handle style. So therefore I think a Kelly is the perfect bag for me when I'm going shopping. And the reason why I wanted it to be in 28 is because I think that's the perfect size, especially when I'm having it with me on shopping. I have tried a vintage Kelly in 32 of my friends, but I think it is a little bit too big, but I think 28 is the perfect size. And I think 25 is not that type of style I'm going for with the vintage Kelly. So I think 28 is the perfect one. This one also has to be in gold hardware, and a must here is also box leather because it is that style I want. So yeah, that was number 9. And number 8 on my wish list is something that isn't a bag and it's from a different brand. It is from Celine. And as you probably know, if you have followed me, you know that I'm obsessed with shoes. There is something with shoes that I just really love, and it has always been like that. But the shoes that I really want is the Celine loafers. They are just so pretty, and I have been hunting for a perfect pair of loafers in my collection, but I haven't found the right one yet. But I think the Celine ones are the perfect ones. When I was in Oslo right before Christmas, I popped by a store that sells Celine in Norway, but they didn't have them in my size, so I couldn't try them. But after I took a look at them, I just fell instantly in love with the shoes, and I also think they are quite comfortable, even though I haven't tried them. But I have tried many loafers. I have tried the Dior loafers. I really like them, but many people said that they were very uncomfortable. And I also tried the Dior loafers with the shirling inside. It wasn't the style that I was going for, and they also didn't fit me. So I think the Celine ones are just the perfect pair. And I also tried the Chanel loafers when I was in Paris, the ones with the flap quilt and the CC logo on the front. They weren't comfortable at all. And also when I was in Copenhagen, I tried the ones where it says Chanel and they are in patent leather, I think. They wasn't comfortable either. So I think the Celine ones are the ones that I need to have in my collection because I don't have loafers yet. And I think it is going to be a everyday kind of shoe. So yeah. And number 7 on my wish list is something that I really feel that I miss in my collection, and it is a proper jewelry item. And the item that I really want is a Van Cleef bracelet. I know that many people have these kind of bracelets and it has become kind of mainstream, but the reason why I want it is because I want the one in malachite, and as you probably know, I am a sucker for green. I really love green, and when I tried it on for the first time when I was in Paris, I was just so sold. It was so stunning and it is the perfect piece for me. A downside with it is that you have to be careful because it is natural stones, so you cannot shower with it, sleep with it, and don't worry about it. So that's the reason why it is on 7th place on my wish list, but it is something that I really want. Am I getting it this year? I don't know. Probably not, because there are some jewelry items that I want more than this one, but if the chance come, I will buy it. But yeah, it is something that I really want, and I prefer bracelets over necklaces because I think it is easier to wear, and I like the look of a bracelet more than I like the look of a necklace. But if I'm getting a necklace, I won't be mad about that. But the thing that I want and the thing that's on my wish list is a bracelet. But yeah, that was number 7 on my wish list. And number 6 on my wish list is something that I recently got my eyes up for, and it was when I was in London. It was actually my essay from Selfridges that showed me the bag in the first place, but it is a Dior 30 Montaigne bag. It is not the normal 30 Montaigne, it is the other kind, but I really want that one. And one of the reasons why it is so high up on my wish list is because it is rumored that it is going to be discontinued in that specific style. The normal style is going to be there, but the style that I want is going to be discontinued, and they don't have it in my local boutique and they cannot order it as well, so it is going to be a little bit hard to get it, but I'm planning to get it before it goes out of production, because it is a bag that I really want. And this place is also tied between the 30 Montaigne but also the Celine Triumph, and the reason for that is because the bags are quite similar. So if the 30 Montaigne wasn't going out of production, this place would have been for the Celine Triumph bag, but I kind of want that 30 Montaigne in my collection, so therefore I prioritize the one that is going to be out of production very soon. So that's the reason why I want the Dior 30 Montaigne more than the Celine Triumph. And number 5 on my wish list is actually something from Celine as well. And the thing that I really want is a Celine jacket. I don't know what color I want the most, but I'm open to black, but also beige or white, any kind of neutrals. And I just am so in love with this jacket, and I feel that this is the perfect jacket for cold summer weather, but also for spring and also a little bit autumn, and also a very dressy jacket that you can wear basically in every occasion. If you are in a wedding, you can have it as a over jacket. If you are going shopping, you can have it on you then. I think this jacket is the ultimate jacket for me. So yeah, I really love it, and I think it is so perfect. I would use it every day, especially in the summer, but it is just something that I feel that I don't have in my collection and that I need, because the last year I have gotten more into clothes, and therefore I feel that this is a statement piece that I'm going to have forever. And when I was in Paris, I just felt the quality, and also when I was in London, I couldn't keep my eyes from it, so I had to go and look at it in basically every Celine stores that we were around. And also jackets is something that I really wear. For example, my Frankie Shop blazer in black, and also the one I have in latte. I wear them most of the time. I think I have worn it non-stop since I got it, and therefore I feel that if I get a jacket, it is going to be used, and especially when it is just that cool statement piece. So that was number 5 on my wish list. And number 4 on my wish list is something that I also really want, and it is a jewelry piece, and this is the jewelry piece that I want the most, and this is a goal to get this year because I really want it, and I have wanted it for the longest time now, and now I finally feel that I need to just pull the trigger and get it. And the reason why I haven't gotten it, because it is a bracelet, is because I have a little bit swollen hands since I got my surgery, so I wasn't sure about the size. But when I was in Copenhagen, I kind of got the idea of which size would fit me when my hands are normal again. And the thing that I want is from Cartier, and it is a low bracelet. This is also kind of mainstream, but I feel that this piece is me, and the reason for that is because it is kind of low-key. It doesn't pop out that much, but I think the meaning behind it, and also that you can wear it every single day without worrying about showering, bathing, anything like that. You can do whatever you want without having to take it off, and for me that's a huge plus, because I tend to not wear my jewelry when I have to take it on and off, because it is just easier to don't have it on. But with a love bracelet that you can have on you forever, I feel that it is a piece that I'm going to really appreciate, and maybe it will change me a little bit that I want to wear other jewelry pieces that I have to take on and off. So I think the safest one is to start with the love bracelet that I can wear every day and expand my collection from there. I have also talked about the love bracelet forever now, so I feel that this year I'm going to get it because it is something that I really want, and it is something that I feel that I miss in my collection, and also something that I'm going to wear forever. When I was in Copenhagen, I also took a look at the other ones with pavé and with some diamonds, and I just have to say that my favorite is the one with pavé. But for me, as a starter bracelet, I think the one that I'm going to get is the normal one. But I'm also considering the bracelet with a few diamonds, but I don't know yet. But I think I'm going to get the normal one and expand from there. And so now we are moving on to the top 3, and number 3 is something that isn't a surprise, I think at least. But it is a Kelly 25, and here I'm open to basically every color, and the reason for that is because I want a medium size bag that I can have as an evening bag, but also use on the daytime. I'm open to neutrals, but I'm also open to colors, and my favorite colors are Champoussin, which is a yellow pastel color, and my other favorite is Vert Jade. That one is so gorgeous. Last time when I was in Oslo, the color theme for this month was Vert Jade, and it was so amazing. And this is actually the first time that I got to see the Vert Jade color in real life, and it was even more beautiful than I have ever imagined myself. But I'm also open to other greens like bamboo, malachite, I think, and other bright green colors. The only colors that I don't prefer that much is pink, red and blue, but except from that, I'm kind of open to every color for a 25 size bag. And also a black one would have not been dumb as well, because I use black bags more than I use, for example, my Baton Birkin, and the reason for that is because I'm very afraid of color transfer, and I think they are quite easier to style. So yeah, that was the 3rd place on my wish list. And number 2 on my wish list is, no surprise, is from Hermes as well. I feel that this is kind of like an Hermes wish list, but it is something that I really want this year, and the reason I have so many Hermes items on my wish list is because I think they are worth the money. Like, for example, last year I had a few Chanel bags, but the reason why I'm not going towards Chanel that much more is because they are hard to get. Hermes bags are hard to get as well, but the pricing, I think they are way overpriced for what they are compared to Hermes, where they have the good quality. You can feel it in the leather. When I touched a Birkin for the first time, I just felt that instantly good quality, but with Chanel I kinda don't get that feeling. And also with Dior, it feels good to buy a Dior bag, but it is nothing compared to an Hermes bag. For that reason, I'm going towards Hermes. And the 2nd place on my wish list is a special order. This is something that I really want. From the first time I got to hear that it is something that they can do and offer you. And also with the special order being so hard to get, I think that's also a reason why I want it even more. But it is something that I would really appreciate and be thankful for the rest of my life, because with a special order you can customize your bag yourself, choose the colors, the stitching, the leather, the hardware, everything, and I really like the idea of that. I have some thoughts in my head if I was so lucky to get offered a special order, so I hope, and crossing my fingers, everything for a special order, but I don't have my hopes up because it is so hard to get. But I really want one, and I think that bag is going to be special for the rest of my life if I'm getting one, because it is a bag that you have customized yourself, you have chosen everything about it, and it is something that will be forever in my collection and reminds me of that time when I got the chance to do that myself. And I really like the idea of it, that you can choose everything and especially on Callies. You can also choose the length of the strap, which is very practical, but I'm thinking about getting a Birkin. I don't know why I have that idea, but for me, if I'm getting a special order, I think a Birkin would have been the perfect bag. So yeah, that was the second place, and the reason why it is on the second place is because it is something that I want just a tiny bit more, and the reason for that is because I have been searching for this specific bag since I started my journey, and it is a mini Cali. And the reason why I want a mini Cali so badly is because it is just a perfect bag for me. As I have said many times before, I don't carry that much with me, so a mini Cali would have been used every day, I think. I'm that person who would have gone grocery shopping with my mini Cali because I think that's the most practical bag that I have. So it is something that's going to be used every day. So yeah, it is a mini Cali, and for the mini Cali I'm kind of open to every colors because I think you cannot go wrong with a pop of color. The only colors that I would have had to consider is pink, red, and also blue, but except for that I'm very open to every colors. Neutrals, greens would have been amazing, but also yellow and beige maybe. And also black would have been perfect because then I can use it every day. But yeah, that was the one that I want the most. I feel that I really miss a mini Cali in my collection because I don't have any evening bags. The closest one I have in my collection now is the Dior Bobby, and I feel that it isn't a bag that you are taking with you when you are having a dress on or something like that. It is a very good everyday bag, but it isn't a formal bag. So therefore I felt that a mini Cali would have been so good in my collection. And that was that for this wish list. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it wasn't too many Hermes items. What you guys think of the items, which one was your favorite one? Let me know in the comments, and also leave your 2023 wish list in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what are your wish list for this year. And yeah, that was the video for today. I'm so sorry about the background noises if you have heard some of that. It is the fireworks, it is just crazy here now. Yeah. So that was it, and thank you so much for watching, and once again, Happy New Year. And if you're not done watching me yet, here is another video, and goodbye!